Hi everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. Pleasant words are healing and soothing for the soul, so let us choose our words carefully. Amen. Today I'm going to show you Anglo-Indian mince puffs. They're very easy to make, and as we are in summer here, so this will be good if you're giving a garden party or for a barbecue. So the ingredients for this is, in the pot I've got 4 tablespoons of oil, and I'm making it with chicken mince. You could make it with beef or with lamb. So I've got half a kilo of chicken mince, and I've got an inch of ginger that I've finely chopped. I've got 4 cloves of garlic also chopped, 3 green chilies that's also chopped. I've got 3 medium-sized onions, and here for the masalas I've got 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder, that's dhania. Got 1 teaspoon of jeera powder, that's cumin. Got 1 teaspoon of chili, you could put less or more. I've got half a teaspoon of garam masala, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper powder. We'll need salt, and in here I've got fresh green coriander that I've chopped. And for the pastry we'll need, here I've got 300 grams of atta, that's chapati flour, wheat flour, and here I've got 200 grams of plain flour, and we'll need some oil. So I've got 1 tablespoon of oil or ghee you could use. I've got 1 tablespoon of ghee, and we'll also need some water. Okay, first thing we need to do is make the mince, because this needs to cool down. So as soon as your oil gets hot, which mine is, you put 3/4 of the onions. So like 2 onions have gone in first. Keep the 1 onion for later. Now keep frying the onions till they're golden in color. As you can see, the onions are starting to get golden in color. So now we're going to add the ginger garlic and the green chilies. And now fry this for a couple of minutes. Okay, after the couple of minutes, we're going to add the mince now. And now you keep frying the mince in the onions, and the mince will release its own juices. So let it all fry till it dries out, and this should take at least 5 to 8 minutes. Okay, the mince has been frying for 5 minutes. Because it's mince, because it's chicken, it didn't need that long, but if you're making it with lamb or beef, it will take a bit longer. And now you can add all the dry masala, and just stir that. Remember the chilies, you only put how much you need. We like it nice and hot. Now add the onions, the rest of the onions, and you add salt to taste, say around 1 teaspoon. And now put the gas down, and now let all the masalas fry. Put a drop of water, and now let all the mince and the onions and the masalas fry for another 5 minutes. Okay, the mince and the masalas has been frying for the last 5 minutes. Now we're going to add the water, so then the mince needs to cook. So got a cup full of water there. Need a little bit more. So a cup and a half. So now, after you've added the water, make sure the gas is on medium, and as soon as it starts to boil, you put the lid on, and if you're making it with lamb or mutton, then let it cook on a medium flame for 15 minutes, but because we've got chicken, we'll cook it for 10 minutes. Our chicken has had its 10 minutes of cooking in the liquid, and as you can see, all the liquid's gone, and that's how your mince should look like. It should be moist, but no runny liquid in it. So we can turn the gas off now, and we're going to add all the green coriander. and stir the green coriander. And now you got to let this rest completely to cool down before we make them into mince puffs. Okay, while the chicken mince is cooling down, we need to prepare the dough for the puffs. So the atta and the maida you can mix together. And then you add the salt. Say around a teaspoon of salt. And then you add the tablespoon of oil or ghee. You don't need too much oil or ghee because you're not making it like custard. You're making it more like puris, soft. Mix all that ghee in there. And then you start mixing water. I've got a cup of water in there. You're going to see how much we need. Keep putting water to form this into like a dough. These are really good, these mince puffs. My mum used to make them. She used to make it more with beef mince. And they're so lovely to eat hot or cold the next day. Keep adding water little at a time. Extra water, you just have to keep doing it. You'll know how much water you need. Now once the dough is all formed like into a ball, then you keep kneading this for 4 to 5 minutes. There you go. I've been kneading this for 4 to 5 minutes. It's more like a soft dough. And now just take a little oil on your hands and just put it around the dough, and then put a cover on it, and now let this rest for at least 15 minutes. Okay, now the chicken mince has been rested and lovely and cool. And the dough has also been resting. So now we're going to just start making the mince puffs. So that's how the dough should look like, nice and soft. So now we're just going to make these into small bowls, like this size. And then I'm going to show you how to roll them with oil and with atta. So we'll do the first one with oil. Let's take a little bit of oil. And just you need to roll it like a saucer size, like more like a puri size. You can make them into big puffs or small. That's the size we need. So that's done with the oil. Then take another one. If you find it easy to do it with flour, just roll it in flour. Either way is fine. So that's how round we need them. I'm going to do 2 to show you, and then the rest I can carry on. So that's the mince that's cooled down. So you just take around 2 tablespoons. Then you lift up the dough, the puri shaped dough, and then just press it down, and then take a fork, press it down completely with your fingers, take a fork and then press it down even more, and then go backwards anti-clockwise, and then lift them up, keep a tray ready, and keep them there. I'll show you another one. Lift it up. Press it down completely, and then go around marking them with the fork, then again. Lift them up and keep them here. Carry on doing till all your mince is finished. If you've got some mince left over and your atta is finished, then you just keep the mince. Next day it's really tasty if you make some dal and rice and have that as a side. And if the mince is finished and the atta is left, we just make some extra puris. Okay, all our mince puffs are ready. That's how it looks like. You could make them smaller in size, you could make them bite size, but I like making them this size. So, and then now we need to deep fry this. So we've got oil here already. Now the oil needs to be on medium. It's already heated up, and then I put the gas down, and I've got a tiny piece of dough here. You put that in the oil and you'll see as soon as it floats up, you know the oil is ready for the puris to go in, for the puffs to go in. There it comes floating on the top. So now we'll keep the gas on medium because you don't want to burn these, and now start putting these in the oil, 4 or 5 at a time. Two. Another one. There you go. So I'll put 5 at a time. Now these need to fry. You need to fry them in this oil till they're nice and golden. So they'll all come floating on the top. Okay. Now these have had 4 minutes each side, and then I turn them over, and they're done now. And then you put them on a kitchen paper so it can drain off. Now keep doing this till you've fried all the mince puffs. That's the last batch coming out now. So that's it now. Let all the mince puffs drain on the kitchen paper. That's all our chicken puffs ready. That's how they should look like. They're really delicious, and you can see this. I'll cut one and see. and that's full of lovely mince. So now this can be eaten warm or cold. I remember my mom used to make this for when we used to go for picnics. She used to make them and we used to eat it over there. It's really, really delicious. So when you make them, you definitely write on your comments what you think about it. And don't forget to share my link with your family and friends so more people can subscribe for my channel. We are going to enjoy this, and I shall see you next time with some more delicious cooking.